Yeah, Seth and Emma, they're in Southern California, so the traffic, it takes them a while to get to the rooms.
Yeah, stuck in that LA traffic. So I think you said yesterday you're in San Jose, they're in Southern California. Where's Micah?
Micah's in Arizona.
Arizona. Okay.
That's unmuted.
How about the Trevecca team? Where are you guys? Kentucky, Florida, which part?
North Carolina.
North Carolina?
I'm Kentucky.
And then Steven's in Tennessee.
Okay.
And then Grayson's also North Carolina. And then Gideon and Matthew are Kentucky, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I already checked out on Google Maps from our location to Micah's location is 750 miles.
Quite the drive. Your region's definitely very spread out.
Yeah, we suffer the same thing. By the time you go from the tip of Florida all the way up to the tip of Tennessee is like 14 hours of driving.
We still got you beat. Our field actually goes to El Paso, Texas.
Oh,
to Hawaii.
Wow.
Yeah, Hawaii is on our field too.
wow. That's awesome.
I got a quiz in
So why
Hawaii.
didn't you guys should have went there for your quiz? That's what we were joking. We should have rented a beach house in Florida, even just to make everyone look at the ocean and try to distract them with the ocean. You guys could have obviously done the same thing with your point, even just at the university. So,
yeah, that was the plan at the university for our Q. But actually, our district NYI presidents, we have our meeting. We have 2 meetings a year, and one of them's in Hawaii once every 4 years because we just go around all the different districts. So once every 4 years, we have to go to Hawaii and have meetings.
That must suck.
man, hard to find volunteers for that job.
Have to.
It's amazing how many people really don't want to be district president anymore, but next year is Hawaii, so they hang on for 1 more year. And
So
then
the
there's
fight's through the year before because you want to be incumbent.
yeah, and the year right after the Hawaii meeting, a lot of district presidents go, okay, I'm done. Somebody else can get elected. But nobody bails out the year just before.
Yeah, I can see that. Now ours always in Nashville, so that's nothing against. Sorry, Steven. I think he's in Nashville. I'll try not to, but we go to Nashville so many times that it's Nashville.
I mean, it's a nice place.
Yeah, I know, but we could go to Orlando or Miami or Tampa. But
Well, I'm sorry we don't live next to the coast.
I mean, they rotate.
It's all your fault, Steven.
Yep.
Yeah, Steven.
Steven's fault.
Okay. I think we got everyone here now. Emma and
And
Seth
it's your
got out
fault
of
you
their
got my
traffic
team on
jam.
VeggieTales, Quizmaster Gray.
Yeah, it is. I've been seeing that in the chat, all these VeggieTales messages.
Hey, we love VeggieTales. What can we say? We were raised right.
VeggieTales was like coming out new episodes when I was a kid.
Yep. My wife was a children's pastor way back then and still is, but so we knew VeggieTales quite well to the point where, now they're still stuck in my head 20 years later.
Yeah. Who are we missing from Buzz In? I don't see Seth and Emma. I see we're streaming. Once we get Seth and Emma into Buzz In, we'll get started. There's Seth and Emma. Everyone's buzzing. We're still missing one. I don't know who it is, but there's only 9. who's not in buzzing? Gideon.
Stop chatting, Gideon, and get on buzzing.
There he is. Okay, everyone's in buzzing. Let's get started. Question number 1 is a general question. General question number 1. Question number 1. Question. When did the weeds, Grayson?
When did the weeds? When did the weeds come up? When the wheat had grown up, and it was harvest time?
Sorry. Bonus for Seth. When did the weeds also appear?
When the wheat sprouted, or when the wheats came up. I mean yeah, that's what I meant. The wheats. They sowed the wheat, but then the enemy came and they sowed the weed with it, and they both grew up together, but they appeared when the wheat appeared. Oh boy.
That's correct.
You had the question answer on the page.
Yeah, when did the weeds also appear? When the wheat sprouted and formed heads.
I'm good.
Okay. General question number 2. General question. Question number 2. Question. What if your son asks, Seth?
Multiple. What if your son asks for bread? What if your son asks for, okay, what if your son asks for bread? Will you give him a rock?
Sorry. Bonus for Grayson. What if your son asks for a fish?
You won't give him a snake? I mean, you give him something to eat, and it's not going to be, you're not giving him a snake. Okay.
That's correct. Reference question number 3. Reference question. Question number 3. Question. Finish these verses and give the reference. As soon as Micah.
As soon as Jesus was baptized, he went up out of the water. As soon as Jesus was baptized, he went up out of the water. As soon as Jesus was baptized, he went up out of the water. At that moment, heaven was opened, and he saw the Spirit of God descending like a dove and alighting on him. And a voice from heaven said, "This is my son whom I love, with whom I am well pleased." Matthew chapter 3, verses 16 through 17.
That's correct.
Official timeout, so you guys can talk.
Okay.
My quiz machine is not responding.
Gotcha.
Hey, Micah, nice recovery from a brain freeze.
That's what I was thinking.
Hang in there. Don't give up. We were sweating for you.
You want to get a snapshot, and then I'm going to shut it off and turn it back on.
Okay, I took a screenshot,
Thank you.
but we'll just have to remember. I think we can remember it was only 2 questions.
Exactly.
I think the coaches will have to help us.
It
Tell
was
us when
3
you-
questions. Yeah, when you're ready, I can give them to you very quick.
Okay. Ken?
Calling in tech support from the other
Oh,
room.
Ken,
Where's quiz machine? Next gen? I had to tear it down.
It broke on you, huh?
Yeah,
Very frozen.
it was very frozen.
kind of like, well, I think it was probably from Micah's brain freeze. Maybe that's where he got it. Quiz machine froze and it froze Micah's brain. Micah's brain thawed out quicker than her
Hey, it
computer.
came back with everything. Wonderful. Now, who answered that last question? Matthew.
Micah.
Micah.
Micah got number 3.
Okay. Okay. That was nice. Thank you for the official timeout.
Okay, all good now. Moving on to general question number 4. General question number 4. Question: when is the grass of the Stephanie?
When is the grass of the field here? When is the grass of the field thrown into the fire? It is here today and tomorrow thrown into the fire.
That's correct.
Nice.
General question number 5. General question.
Wait, okay, sorry. My thing
sorry.
disconnected for a second and I don't know why. Okay.
You're good. It doesn't say disconnected anymore, so I think we're good. General question number 5. Question number 5. Question: of whom was Zechariah Stephanie?
Of whom is Zechariah the son? Berechiah?
That's correct.
Nice.
We're on according to number 6. And we can show the score. Ten to 70. According to number 6. Question number 6. Question: according to Matthew chapter 21, verse 2, what, Vikram?
According to Matthew chapter 21, verse 2, what did you say to them? To where should you, what will you at once find there? What should you untie? What should you bring to me? Jesus said to them, go to the village ahead of you, and at once you'll find a donkey tied there with a colt by her. Untie them and bring them to me. You'll find at once a donkey tied there with a colt by her. Untie them and bring them to me. You should untie the donkey and their colt and bring them to me. Them being the donkey and the colt, me being Jesus.
That's correct.
And that's a third person bonus. Sorry about that. That's a third person bonus.
Quote question number 7. Quote question. Question number 7. Question. Quote Matthew chapter 5. Gideon.
Quote Matthew chapter 5, verses 8 through 9.
Sorry. Bonus for Micah. Quote Matthew chapter 5, verse 10.
Blessed are those who are persecuted because of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven.
That's correct. General question number 8. General question. Question number 8. Question. What if your hand or foot, Seth?
Causes you to stumble, cut it off and throw it away.
That's correct.
Thank you.
According to...
That was a fourth person bonus.
Nice, fourth person. We're on according to number 9. According to question number 9. Question. According to Matthew chapter 26, verse 61, Vikram.
According to Matthew chapter 26, verse 61, what did they declare? What did this fellow say? What am I able to do? When am I able to rebuild the temple? Okay, they declared, this fellow said that I'm able to destroy the temple of God and rebuild it in 3 days. This fellow said I'm able to destroy the temple of God and rebuild it in 3 days. I'm able to destroy the temple of God. I'm able to rebuild it in 3 days. I referring to Jesus, or this fellow referring to Jesus?
That's correct. General question number 10. General question. Question number 10. Question. What will everyone, Seth?
Who blasphemes against the Son of Man be forgiven?
Sorry. Bonus for Grayson. What will everyone who has left houses or brothers or sisters or father or mother or wife or children or fields for Jesus' sake inherit? You're muted, but I think you're saying...
The kingdom of heaven?
Oh.
Eternal life?
That's correct.
Have a timeout?
Yep, timeout for Point Loma. I need to assign rooms. How do I make a... Hold on. Add room. So I think this is the first time where both teams have needed breakout rooms.
That's what happens when the far west meets the far east.
Yeah. Okay. I think I have everyone assigned, so I'm opening the rooms. Hopefully you're all going to the right rooms.
And I have the timer running.
Okay. And when they come back, you can share your screen and show them the score, just to make sure.
Mm-hmm. Might as well put it up now.
So we're gonna sub Emma in for Micah.
Okay. And Trevecca, no sub? Okay, says no. Then we'll go back to question 11. Question number 11 is a general question. General question, question number 11, question. Who was lying on Grayson?
Who was lying on a mat, a paralyzed man?
That's correct. Context question number 12. Context question. Question number 12. Question. When did this generation, Matthew?
When does this generation ask to see a sign? Now, when it has signs.
Sorry. Bonus for Vikram. When did this generation say, here is a glutton and a drunkard, a friend of tax collectors and sinners?
When the Son of Man came eating and drinking.
That's correct. Verse question number 13. Verse question. Question number 13. Question. Finish these verses. Jesus for Gideon.
Finish these verses. Jesus replied, Blessed are you, Simon, son of Jonah. For this was not revealed to you by flesh and blood, but by my Father in heaven. And I tell you that you are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church, and the gates of Hades will not overcome it. Matthew 16, 17 through 18.
That's correct.
Timeout.
Timeout.
Timeout for Trevecca. Opening the breakout rooms.
You have the current score.
Yeah, I'll show the score and then I'll send you to the breakout rooms. Okay, opening the rooms.
We will sub in Stephen for Gideon.
Okay. Got the substitution. Point Loma, good. Sounds like no substitution for Point Loma. Okay. We are on, what are we on? General question number 14. General question number 14, question. What had John been saying, Grayson?
What is the question complete?
No.
What had John been saying to Herod? It is not right for you to take her, and her being Herodias. It is not lawful for you to take her, her being Herodias.
That's correct. According to number 15. According to question number 15. Question. According to Matthew chapter 12, verse 12. Vikram.
Turn to Matthew chapter 12, verse 12. What if any of you has a sheep? What will you do if any of you has sheep? What is lawful? When is lawful to good? If any of you has sheep, you'll take hold of it and lift it out, and if it falls into a pit on the Sabbath, it's lawful to do good on the Sabbath. It's lawful to do good on the Sabbath. If any of you has sheep, you'll take hold of it and lift it out, and it falls into a pit on the Sabbath.
Sorry. Bonus for Matthew. According to Matthew chapter 12, verse 12, then what is a person more valuable?
A sheep.
That's correct. And we are on general question number 16. Here's the score. 170 to 90. General question number 16. General question number 16. Question. Who will be brought before Vikram?
Governors and kings as witnesses to them and to the Gentiles on Jesus' account. Answer, these 12.
That's correct. General question number 17. General question. Question number 17. Question. Who keeps crying? Stephanie.
Who keeps crying out after them? A Canaanite woman. Them being the disciples.
That's correct.
Nice.
Situation question number 18. Situation question. Question number 18. Question. Situation question. Who said it and to whom? Tie him hand. Grayson.
Tie him hand and foot and throw him out into the darkness. The king said it to his attendants. Into the darkness, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth.
That's correct. According to number 19. According to question number 19. Question. According to Matthew chapter 8, verse 22. Vikram.
According to Matthew chapter 8, verse 22. Verse 22.
Sorry. Bonus for Matthew. According to Matthew chapter 8, verse 22, what should you let the dead do?
Bury their own dead.
That's correct. And general question number 20. General question. Question number 20. Question. From what will Jesus, Seth?
From what will Jesus? I was get four words. Save you, save his people from their sins.
That's correct.
Thank you.
And that's the quiz.